Alrighty. Whoop-de-doo. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am here. Hi. Hello. We're going crazy. We're going stupid. Look, this may be a short stream. This may be a long stream. I'm not sure. The stream is entirely going to be dependent on whether there are people yapping to me while I'm working, because I very much am either I'd rather be entirely silent while I do my art, or I'm very much I like a bunch of people to be with me and yap to me while I do my art. So we're gonna kind of just do, we're gonna have fun today. We're working on the Dungeons of Troll Maoic, stuff. That's gonna be, yeah, we're gonna be working on the Dungeons of Troll Maoic stuff. If you want to join in, down, you can't really see it, but, down there. Okay, you can see it. Down there is a nice little Discord link, or down in the description is a wonderful Discord link. The sign up is open until we finish all of the cards, so if you'd like in, you are welcome to join and do the sign up until literally the final hour, basically. Look, I do not claim to be good at art. In fact, I consider myself to kind of suck at it, especially in all honesty, when I'm intentionally kind of doing shittily just for the sole purpose of get the job done, have fun, you know? This isn't even the normal art program I use. I normally use Fire Alpaca, as wonderful friend Dead Moth has suggested. But today we're doing it in my photo editing software that I use to make my thumbnails, because we're doing shitty art for the fun of shitty art, with an additive of, you know, me talking lore if people actually show up. But again, like I said, today's episode is entirely, could be a one-off, could be a none-off, and we could do basically nothing. I might actually, you know what I might do? Hang on, I might actually just do that, and then what we'll do is I'll mirror this around and do some fun little photo editing noises. But yeah, no, right now we're working on the back for all of the cards. I have 42 whole images that I kind of wanted to work on today. If we get it done, that'll be like a 10th of all the cards done. If not, I'm gonna hold out for at least an hour, do an hour stream, but beyond that, it's going to require me having somebody here yapping to me for me to really want to necessarily continue. Lower this. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Something like that. And of course, again, like I said, we're doing shitty art for the sake of shitty art. There is no legitimate hee-hoo, ha-ha funny, other than I'm doing bad art on purpose. However, there will be the very funny for everybody who gets in if you call it bad art. We won't talk about it, but so you know, I mean, I kind of pretty well covered it in the announcement video that was also my subscriber special. Dungeons of Tyrall is an absolutely horrendously stupid level card game that well, Dungeons of Tyrall Maoic, I should say, is an absolutely over the top, stupidly done card game that I've set up for the sole purpose of hee funny, I cause chaos. Well, I definitely was not perfect on that alignment. We can just fill that. We can just go. And yeah, today there's gonna be a lot of cards we're working on. We might get to work on one of the maps, which would be a shocker. But yeah, end goal of today is quite literally just produce a bunch of stuff so that I'm making a bunch of progress. And again, it's stupid art for the sake of stupid art. It's not meant to be good, it's meant to service as what we're after. Yeah, and then do this. I will have to. We'll do. Yeah, hang on. I will do. Send it to a new layer first, and then what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do is we're gonna clear those, and then I'm going to just delete all of the black, I think. Yeah, remove the feather though. Yeah, like that. Cool. Alright, and of course there will be a little bit of kerfixering that we're gonna have to do, but I think, especially if I merge that down and then clean this edge up, that looks like a pretty good back to the cards that we will be using. So I feel much happier about that. Edit these up. Edit these up. But yeah, no. Basically, if you're here, I'm just here to yap. I'm just here to have fun. Basically, in all honesty, the stream is more of a stream for entertainment for me rather than an entertainment for you guys. I have music going. I legitimately normally could just sit here, do stuff, not really care too much about what's going on, and have fun. I mean, my Discord is open for those who wish to join in on the chaos and do everything. I feel like we're missing something from the center here. Yeah, let's do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Yeah, I like it. Very much a done in about 5 minutes type deal, which is, again, kind of what I'm aiming for with this. I'm not intending for these cards to be anything really insane that we're going to be spending a lot of time on. It's really just, I want to have fun and we're going to do some stuff. Let me pull open a different image here so that I have my reference for how I did my card packs. Because this one we're doing is a pack of cards, which is for drafting. Big card pack. There we go. Okay, so I kind of go and do a little bit of, yeah. So, I don't know if I want to do this top down or from the sides. I mean, yeah, we can do top down just for the funsies. Sure, why not? Okay. And again, normally if I'm drawing stuff, like, I'd be in a different program. I'd be doing this definitely way differently. I'm really just shittily sketching, calling it a day, moving on, because I'm gonna be honest, we've got 500 cards to make. I don't know if people understood that whenever I was doing the video. Make a very crinkled, ruined foil feel to it. And then, yeah, something like this. And then make them just a nice little gray shiny, which I'm gonna go borrow real quick. Yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. As I messed that up, I said yoink. But yeah, no, hopefully you guys are excited for the Dungeons of Tyrall return. I've been cooking up some fun stuff, basically, to put it honest, or to put it simply. Again, you know, I think what I've got coming is going to be pretty insane, in all honesty. The game's getting a huge overhaul, and, you know, board game fun go chaos. We're gonna do stupid things to it. And it's going to be overall quite crazy, I think. But yeah, no, I'm overall looking forward to it. Again, for the people who do join throughout this, or the people who just didn't hear, I'm looking for some official, just micro help. Again, all of these cards are stupid level drawing. I'm not expecting anybody to do overly good work. I'm not expecting anything crazy. It's more just, we have a bunch of cards to do. I want to get this game going. I don't want to use dumb things, and I want every card to look at least distinctive enough that people could understand, you know, oh, that's that, that's that, that's that. Meaning that every card does need a little bit of art on it. Now the issue with that is I'm not good at art, as we all know. I'm very much a not that good at arter. I do architecture. I draw buildings at best. And even then, I do better with the digital tool than I do with the hand tool. The overall outlook of me drawing 500 cards is at least 70 of them are gonna be stick figures. I understand that. I do not care. The goal is make it exist more than make it look good, than anything. And, you know, that's kind of my hope, is the people who join, who do the art, just make it exist. It doesn't need to be good, it just needs to exist. So, yeah, no. And those who do join in on the arting and everything get the wonderful benefit of, if they want in on the game, because, you know, this is a card game that we're playing with chaos incarnate built into it, and even more chaos going on within it. Yeah, you get basically extra entries into joining, because the whole funny thing is I basically pull people in my Discord who sign up for it and are okay with being a part of it and understand, you know, the general requirements of being a part of it. You know, just are generally active. Yeah, no. Basically, I just pull the Discord and I put them through a funny torture game just for the funsies of it. Very inspired by Magic the Noah and Veilfisk and others. Yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. Nice little card pack, wonderful. This is how people are able to buy new cards, basically, just for free. We'll make the background just a light little gray, like that. I like that. It's decent. Again, the end goal of this is not to make anything that is overall like the best in the world. I legitimately am here just for the stupidity. But yeah, no. We will have the fun. Sorry, checking on some stuff in the Discord real quick. Moving that back over. Okay, we can get rid of this now. We're almost done with some of the things that I wanted to get done before, you know, going in and doing actual card arts. But right now, what we've been doing, by the way, is items. Items are very funny in this game, wherein, yeah, they're not your, they don't look like typical cards. They don't have their text on them. It is very much up to the player to figure out what each item does. Again, the entirety of the game is figuring out the rules more than anything on this one. If you couldn't understand that from the intro video, rules are going to constantly be shifting within this game. There's an entire mess of it that is just the way the game works. So expect there to be a lot of stuff that is very silly just for the sake of silliness. Alrighty, and we'll faux out. We'll faux out one of the card arts. Yeah, something like that. And I did make the entire layout for all of the cards and whatnot by hand. When we originally ran this, it used some different things for the art to be, you know, decent enough to run, but I don't like the said said version of that anymore, so we're changing the art because, yeah, no. And that looks pretty fine by me. Get big red X. Go from here to here to here. There we go. That looks... That's a pretty funny one. What I could do is I could... Hang on, we could quickly source... and I really should have done this on a different layer, but the entire funny goal of this is it's meant to be low effort. There's not meant to be, oh, I'm spending 70 hours on a card. I'm spending 20 minutes max to just cause chaos. And if it makes sense to do something like this where I'm speed filling things, you know, why not? Yeah, that looks pretty good. I forget what the art for that one is colored like, but you know, I'm not gonna concern myself. That looks pretty fine as is. We'll just put it on a nice deep purple background. There we go. Pretty good to me. And again, as I've said, expect the art to look like utter just meh. I don't care. I'm drawing it for the funsies. We're having the fun. Alright. This card tells you a lot of fun things technically. But what we care about is Celestial Dominion. Which I think I have an idea for how I want to do that. We're gonna be... I mean, so we're aware, this is already doing higher quality than I might normally do, because I am using my drawing tablet, whereas some of the cards that I have done have been nothing but just me with my mouse going stupid for the funsies. Yeah, no. Just be happy that I am putting effort in, is all I'm going to say, because this stream could be very low effort if I wanted it to be. I mean, it already is low effort. It already is low effort. What am I on about? We're doing low effort art just for the sake of hitting, you know, the millions of cards that this thing needs. This wonderful game needs far too many cards. And once I get it all done, you know, it's going to be chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. I have found, though, just crappily doing the cards yourself does end up with some... Why is... Oh, because it's already white, you dingus. Just doing the cards yourself sometimes does end up with some really funny work that lets you have some real fun with the game. I really should try and keep the text on the screen so that everybody is able to see what we're doing, but yeah. Do I want to... Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think how I want to do this a little bit more. Again, we're doing very crappy artwork for the funsies of crappy artwork. Maybe. Maybe. Beady eyes staring into the soul. And then, what, something a little bit like this. And then a little bit like this, and then just a wonderful little stick me in going, what doing? And then of course I hate when my thing does that, but there we go. Jagged smile for the funsies. Kinda looks a little gooberish. There we go. And yoink. Yoink. And then a kind one for I don't know what's going on in this, but it works. And that's what matters, is it works. It works. It works. It causes funnies. That's all I'm after, is stupidity, chaos, laughter, what's going to be a good game for just the silliness of silly. Alright, Celestial Exaltation, grab this because we're about to make Angel go, oh. That's at least what I think should be going on this card, is Angel go aw. Yeah, and probably going to want some greeny Healy magic, because Healy magic is green, as we all know. Yeah, how do I want to do that? Probably something like this, where we're taking like a sort of dress upwards. Yep, we're card arting. We're card arting. We are doing terrible card art. That is my job. I'm not the greatest. I just try my hardest. I really need closer to it so that I can actually do stuff. Use wonderful little gold here. Again, we're not doing multiple layers just for the stupidity of, heh, I'm causing chaos here. And this can be just that. This can go, oh, oh, oh. Perfect. I see no issues, no qualms, no problems. I like, therefore is good. Yep, Yep, is good. Is good. I'm going to go, that's demon mode. I think you need squiggled a little bit to the left. This is where I do wish that I had prepped a, or prepped a different layer for the art, but no. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay, cool. Perfect. I'm just gonna scooch you on into the center. We're gonna scooch you on back where you belong. Perfect. And then just go boop, boop, boop. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Did not mean to do that. Oh my god, that is stupidest art I could do with that. That's what we're doing here. We're doing stupid art for the sake of stupid art. And yoink. 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 Send little Healy sparkles everywhere for the funsies. Just do that. Again, none of these cards are gonna be more than sketches from me. Like, if I legitimately wanted to sit down and do detailing on these, I would not be doing this crappily and this quickly. We are legitimately here to poorly do art for the sake of poorly doing it and making them exist first. Oh my god. Magic, sparkles, go blur. Yeah. Not what I meant. And grab a nice light sky blue. There we go. Beautiful. That works perfectly fine as the artwork for this. Everybody is like, oh my god, Dat Boy, what are you doing? I'm drawing. That's what I'm doing. Do I really? No, I don't care. I don't care enough. I don't care enough. That celestial exaltation. Just take the words, move on. We're going. We're having fun. You get like at max 20 minutes an art piece just for the sole sake of get the cards done, have a good time, do everything that we can. Alrighty. This is probably a musical one, I would say. It's celestial, so I'm going to say it go uppy. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. It is meant to be a harmony, but I do not care. We will just do the funsies of everything. And again, who cares about layers? We're not trying to do good art, we're trying to do stupid art for the sake of stupid, and do the funsies for the sake of stupid. I'm not good at art. Everybody knows this. That's why I stopped working on certain projects, because certain projects take too much art out of me, and I don't have that capability. But I mean, you know, how's everybody's day going? I mean, I hope everybody's having good fun. I mean, nobody's checking in on me, nobody's yapping, despite this being a yapper stream, where I'm 100,000% expecting everybody to just yap to me about random things. I'm not receiving the yap that I expected. I moved in to my new apartment. I mentioned that in yesterday's stream. I had a whole wonderful kerbuckle with getting internet connected. I forget whether or not I shared that yesterday, but it's the first time where I've actually been running off of not the Wi-Fi for a place, but rather a hard cable Ethernet, basically. Normally I just run the interweb, and today, or the my old wonderful little Wi-Fi card that I have in my computer is not very well equipped for apparently the internet provider, my ISP, because it straight up would start trying to crash every time I used it, which was a nightmare, especially because I only moved in literally 2 days ago to my new apartment, and I had a stream yesterday. It was 3 a.m. the night before stream, and I'm like, I might just not have a stream because I can't connect to the internet, and I need to figure this out. And then I found out what the issue was, because it's my Wi-Fi card, not anything else. The Wi-Fi card was just straight up not having a good time with the new ISP, and so we love onboard Ethernet connections to my to the Wi-Fi, because that is the only reason I'm able to stream right now. I got lucky. I got set up nice and neatly, and yeah, went and bought myself a nice little $7 Ethernet cable from the Wally Mart, and well, now we're here streaming, and I mean, that was the fun of yesterday prior to stream as well, was just absolute chaos of, oh no, how am I going to get this? I guess I need to go shopping. Let's figure it out, make sure that I can do everything that I need to do, and there we go. Alright, Celestial Harmony, I honestly think, take that a little lighter. Honestly think, you know, that's perfectly fine. This is, I will say, Celestial Harmony is one of the big deck players' best cards. The issue is it requires a really big deck to be worthwhile. You yeah, this card is going to be very fun to use, and I would love to see a deck that uses it, but, you know, getting it good is the real struggle for it. Alright, let's get it exported and on my list. I mean, the funny thing is so when we're all done, I have to set these all into a formatted card sheet, which is the yucky part, getting all that set up. But once that's done, we are free. Do I just do a really unbelievably... You guys are gonna laugh at me. I have an idea. I have to draw that now. Is the problem though? Here, you know what? The best spot to start is going to be the super. Oh my god! This is why I sometimes hate my little drawing tablet. Do that, and then draw the face around it. We're gonna draw another little angel guy here in a minute, because and actually we probably want him to be going order like I thought he would. How do I want to do that? Just shittily go. You. Hang on. We're doing this. Yep. Angry Judge Angel be Angry Judge Angel. I don't know why I like this as much as I do. It is not that bad. Or it is not that good. It is not as good as I would have hoped. It works very funnily. Is all. Yep, that works plenty fine. It is, again, I'm not really doing typical things. I'm doing them quick. And I'm not really caring about vanishing points either. We're just calling it as it is and saying, nope, Mr. Celestial Judgment here. Hang on. Judge. I'm looking at I want to look at a judge. Judges don't have, like, the weird hat thing. I thought they had a hat. I don't know why I thought they had a hat. I'm thinking of weird things. But anyways, we will draw the little outfit they wear, which looks a little something like that. And we will give this guy just stupid... stupid, I refuse to draw hair. Give him a bit of color for the funsies. And it is Celestial Judgment. Yep, that's Celestial Judgment. Mr. Celestial Judgment. I should add a big ol'... Hang on. We're gonna add... We're gonna add a big old guilty. I believe that's how you spell guilty. Am I... Okay, yes. Good, 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 good. I know how to spell. I know how to spell. That's the good news. Is I know how to spell. Kinda like... Hang on. It's kinda like... That's kinda blonde, I would say. Yeah. Something like that. Ah! Very shittily done, stuff. And there we go, there we go, there we go. Who cares? I'm just doing chaos. I mean, in all honesty, if nobody starts yapping to me soon, I might just call it. I mean, look, I'm getting intermittent people. People are showing up. However, chat has been 100% silent. And I told my Discord I would only do this if people showed up and started yapping to me. Nobody's really started yapping. So I'm a bit concerned that we're only going to have the one art stream, because I'm probably not going to want to do more of it if nobody else shows up. Just in general. Honestly, fair enough. Just grab this. The stand is standing. That's plenty of detail there. Covers up 90% of it. And we'll go like this, like this. Like this, like this. Clean up the white pixels on it, man. Yes, I know there are plenty on the table, or on the stand, or whatever you call it. I don't care. We're doing shitty art. That's part of the case. That's part of the funny of this is, haha, silly art, go burr. I do stupid. I don't care really whether or not it looks good. I just make celestial judgment. Wait a minute. Hang on, that just gave me a pun. That just gave me a pun. Hang on. Yeah, we do. What is judge abbreviation? Yeah, J. We do. Yeah. Okay. This is utterly just for the stupidity of it. Because I do not need to do this. But we're giving him a little name tag that's going to be a pun. And J Mint. J Mint. You know, judgment. Oh god, that's stupid. And he's a celestial. Why did I do that? I have no idea. I'm stupid. Alright, celestial regen. We're in the angel land, and I'm gonna be honest, my brain's running out of angels. Oh my god. Oh my god. What, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's what I say is yeah. Chaos. There's a game. Go look. Go join the game. I want people in this damn game. I want more people in the game. I want chaos. I want my chaos. Let's go. How do I want to do that? How do I? What want do? What want do? Me want what do? How want what do? I got it. Arm. Ouch. We'll make that a little bit no, that might get me, that might be a bit much for YouTube purposes. Yeah, we'll do this. There we go. And then we just take the greeny Healy magic and oh, healing magic, go burr. Why am I like this? I am a chaos man. It's because I like chaos too much. There. Nondescript celestial regen. Go burr. Restores 5 HP to all players in the room. Yay. Wahoo. This does actually not identify ally or opponent in here like many cards do, so very funny. Does help. Celestial Restoration. I just drew that! Some cards in here do sound very similar. Trust me. There are plenty of cards that I did realize are very similar. How do I want to do that? How do I want Celestial Restoration? Maybe do similar but more goldy colors. And then we go do 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 do, and we draw a statue of an angel doing things. Waha, waha. That totally looks like a statue of an angel. I don't know what you're talking. No, that looks so bad. That looks so bad. I don't even like that. That just looks bad. What do I even do on this one? This is one where I'm just like, All players in the room draw a card and heal 2 health. No idea. No, just straight up, no idea what want doing, how want doing this. You know what? You know what we do when we don't know what to do? We just hibba and call it a day. Here's what we do. We go wah. And wah. There we go. And now he's casting a spell that makes glitter sparklies in the air. And that... What have you stumbled onto? You have stumbled onto Absolute Insanity, the board game called Dungeons of Tural, which is an absolute torture game that I have made for my Discord members. If you join the Discord, if you enjoy my content, obviously, you can enter in to an absolutely crazy, stupid game of stupidity, chaos, which will be going on in the near future. We're doing a big old revival project for it. And joining in and asking to do some art gives you extra chances to get into the board game. And it'll be absolutely chaotic. We're working on the cards for players' decks today, seeing as those are kinda, you know, very important, seeing as it is a deck builder. Flinging snot at the enemy. Alright, screw you. Brighter. He makes a good point. That's the wrong color. That's the wrong item that I'm using. That's still the wrong thing that I'm doing. Oh, golden star thingy of badness that is very shittily drawn because that's all we're doing is 5-minute arts. Cool. Done. Happy. Yippee. Why? Because everybody just looks at me and is like, brother. Well, now it doesn't look like that. Brother, what are you doing? As everybody says. Alrighty. But yeah, no. Like, I've already made all the cards in the past, technically, but I didn't like how they were done, because they use things that I do not support. So we're moving beyond that, and we're making them by hand, which is the better output for this. Me being absolutely over the top with crappy artwork. How do I chain lightning? Simple. Boop, boop, boop. Hits one guy. Nope. I can't angle my hand that way. Hang on. Let's go. Boop, boop, boop. We'll do this. Doop. And then that'll shock another guy in the background over here, which will shock... I don't like how that one went. See, as soon as somebody gets back here, I was getting to the point where I'm like, nobody's been yapping to me this stream. I thought I was gonna get yaps. Two dudes having mini seizures with lightning bolts between them. Kinda what I was going to do. Kinda what I was going to do. We go wop 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 wop. Yeah. And then we make them go. uh... Honestly, that's good enough right there. Honestly, that's about good enough right there. I mean, we just fill in the lightning bolts, you know, make sure they're good colors, and then ta-da! That's just that. Shitty artwork goes hard. We love shitty artwork. I am 100% in knowledge that yes, this is not my finest work. This is 5-minute works. Normally, I spend hours on stuff. Ouch, that's lightning. Ouch, oofy lightning. Speech bubble that says, ouch, oofy lightning, basically. Oh, God. It is meant to be just stupid. It is meant to be just stupid. Oh, God. Go like this, go like this. I mean, you can definitely tell that's two guys getting lightning bolted. You can 100,000% tell that's two guys getting lightning bolted. Oh my god. There we go. Sorry, I had my door shut earlier from my roommate being around. Just wanted... it's very hot in the apartment. We don't have AC is the annoyance, as I have found out. And, yeah, no, that means I have a fan running constantly, but if I'm recording, I have to have my door shut constantly so that I'm not interrupting other things. It's a mess. It's a mess. Alright, first relic of the day. These are the big cards. These are the cards that are very important. I almost considered not doing them on stream because they're that important. How do I want to do this? We probably go a little bit of, I mean, it's the Chalice of Destiny, so probably want, messes with dice rolls. Probably want dice as like gems on front of a golden cup and just, you know, call it a day. Cup with a picture of my failed career on it. Okay, man, I'm sorry. Do something like that. And then we can put a dice right there. Yeah, make the dice into the handle, maybe. Yeah, something like that. And then we go boop, boop, boop. And then I forget the order. It's 1, 6, 2, no, it's not 2, 3, it's 3, 4. This would be a 2. Awesome. Well, hey, if you enjoyed the chaos, do come back for more later. I don't only do drawing streams, I do other things. But yeah, have a good one. Enjoy, and take care. Hell yeah. Chalice of Destiny. Perfect. That looks good. And we'll give it a nice golden hue. There we go. Again, minimal shading. We're just stupid arting. Alright. There we go. See, and just because one person showed up for, like, 10 minutes at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 messages, I'm willing to go for like 20 minutes longer than I intended. Because again, I'm basically saying each message is gonna be, or each little bit of me yapping to somebody is going to be my will to continue showcasing this. If nobody's here to yap, I'm not gonna go and yap. Because I'd rather keep... Look, here's the thing. I almost didn't want to do an art stream just in general, because it's spoilers for, you know, stuff in the game. I mean, the players can watch and see, you know, the chaos of what the cards can do. There are plenty that are still plenty ominous that hide their secrets. Trust me, there are cards with fake abilities. Do not assume anything is truthful just because you can read it on a card. But yeah, no. This is one of those ones where I'm like, this is one of those things where I'm like, do I still want them to be able to see, like, for instance, the map if we get to that? Like, I might want to say, nah, we're not doing the map today, you know, I'm not sure. But, yeah, we will see. Just do a little pink gem like that. Looks really bad in all honesty. But that's like half the fun of this. Alright, there we go. And then I want this to be sitting in like clover green. Yeah. Ah. And we'll go through and do some detailing to make it look like it's just sitting on a small bed of clovers at least. Do. 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 And there we go. Alright, I'm gonna put it simply this way. Probably I'll do 4 more cards, I think, unless somebody comes and starts yapping to me while I'm working on said 4 more. Because we've already actually done a fair bit today. You know, despite all things considered. We'll go like this. We'll go. God. And then we'll also take this, do a little 4-leafer. That. I'm just gonna make a little bit of texture, and then we'll mess it around, rotate it, do all the fun jazz. Alright, cool. Grab this, grab this. Yeah, that's totally what I meant to do with that. We'll go like that. I'll go do this. Yep. I like that. Very simple backgrounding. We'll go a little something like that. A little something like that. A little something like that. Yes, I know, it looks very copy-pasty. We will Control-Z this. But that is A-okay. Because I'm about to make it not copy-pasty by drawing more. And then stealing a few more and just rotating these two. There we go. Doink, 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 doink. See, the funny thing is, though, is the next few cards, I believe, are all Chalice, relics. So I might actually still be here for a little bit. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty good Chalice of Destiny, in my opinion. Gets plenty of the card, or of the stuff there. Thank you, random motorbike in the background. Sure, everybody could hear that thing start up. Yeah, no, that's probably gonna peel out here in a minute. Chalice of Mana. We could probably do something a little similar. Let's go. Boop. Not what I meant. Boop. We'll do this. And then I'll do some very simple. That's not what I meant. Turn that up a little bit. Do that. And do that. Do that. With that in it. And that in it. Awesome. Cool. We can do like a weird pillar thing in the background. That's nondescript, doesn't matter. Just gets it off and out of the way. And then we go, boop, hang on. We go. And draw the little chalice in the field here. I'm gonna give it that. it overflow very gently. I did not want that. Me. There. Now it looks like it's overflowing. Perfect. Looks good enough to me. I'm happy with it. We move on. I'm sure at some point, if people wanted to, I'm sure at some point somebody will go and make a, or do redraws of some of these cards, for me, basically. Because, yeah, no. Chalice of Reflection. We want this one to effectively, just very lightly, well, okay, we probably need to put the water in first, and then hang on. Hang on. Perfect. Good. Great. He's like, huh? I like it. I like it. I like it. We are doing stupidity for just the sake of stupidity. That's all I care about is dumb, silly little does it work? If yes, then yay, am happy. I mean, just a quick little that, so that he can look like he's truly just looking into this thing like, huh? What? Relics, if you can't tell, are a little bit busted, by the way. That is a very strong ability in a deck builder. Alrighty. Probably just a very dark chalice, I'd say. Ah, yeah, so dark we can't see it on a white background. Whoop. 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 Boop. Do that. I mean, it doesn't need to be fancy. It's about not being fancy, if anything. You know? I mean... yeah. It's got its chaos. It's got its thing. Hang on. There we go. Do the dumb things over here. I need to lower that. Let's see here. Look, you know, I expected a certain subset of some people asking some questions, and now I'm upset because nobody's here asking the questions that I thought people would ask. Because there's a whole fun experience that I have planned with everything going on, you know. Hopefully some people would ask some questions, but no. I mean, look, this game is going to be a very stupid card game, as some people know. It is going to be very, very much more of a game of who is better at dealing with my bull crap than I am, you know. And ergo, in all honesty, it's going to be stupid. It's going to be funny. There will be lore, there will be chaos, there will be friendships, there will be betrayals, I'm sure of it. I mean, there always is in Dungeons of Thrall, the one singular game that we've ran. I mean, there was friendships and betrayal in that one game, and it was fun, and it was chaos. But this one's going to be even more chaotic because the original attempt that we had at it did go decently well. The game was just way too frickin' slow. Like, oh my god, the game was so slow. I felt so bad for everybody because the game was just legitimately taking 5 years to get practically anywhere. Yeah, no, it was not a good game. I did try to play it live with the people who were in the game for the video, but one couldn't really schedule board game night for it, and two, I ended up even starting a second group trying to do it, and we did 2 sessions of that. And we got to turn 40 after what felt like 8 hours, basically, across said sessions. And I'm gonna be honest, not a fun way to do the game. So, the way we're doing it now is the map is like 10 times smaller. Still has all of its fun stuff, but it's 10 times smaller. It's a lot, there's going to be some very set up stuff to stop generation from taking 5 years, because generation took forever. Truly, it was a mess. Yeah. Also, this is one of the most busted abilities right here. Just straight up say, nah, save point, I'm going back to it. But I did say I'd do like 3 more until or 4 more unless I got questions. So, not me, still waiting on questions and chaos. Oh hey, the person who was yapping to us did join. How nice. Glad to see that they did. I hope they also did the subscribble, as everybody else here should. Let's see here. Need to go looky at the chaos. Need to pull this back up. How do I want to do Chalice of Time? How do we time Chalice? Put a clock on it. Just draw another cup, put a clock on it. Draw a cup and put a clock on it, he says. But do I want to do more than that? Do I draw a cup and put a clock on it that has a cup with a clock on it? That's truly, I think, the stupid way to do this. We inception the clock cup. And we go boop, boop, boop. And then we zoom in real tight. And we draw a cup with a smaller clock on it. It's a clock with a cup on it with a clock with a cup on it. The chalice of time is recursion, redundancy. That is not a good color. I don't like that color for gold. There we go, that's slightly better. There we go. Alrighty, and we can put it in the very, very deep blue, because time magic is always blue. Actually, hang on. We can do a little bit more than that. We will do... That's not what I meant to do. We'll do that. There we go. Nice, just little wall. Alright, yeah, that works pretty well. Alrighty, I'm gonna be honest. I am a little bit tired. Did go for an hour and a half. I did get a new... I did think we got a new person for it. Which will be good, because it's crazy. And I sure hope that people do enjoy the chaos. But, I might do another one. I might not. I will see. It'll really... I think it really just depends on how I feel. This weekend was definitely... I mean... You know what I can do? You know what I could do? I could do... Nah. I won't set up and run another stream right now just of me doing things. I'll call it here for the day, and yeah, we will be, I think, happy because, yeah, no. I mean, I got some yap, I got some stuff. It was nice, it was good. I'll have to check, you know what, here's the real checker. Here's the real thing. Did we get a new person? He has not joined the game. That is fine. Alrighty, well then, like I said, I'm gonna call it here, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Chaos. We're prepping for what is going to be one of the biggest things that I ever do on the channel, stupidly. Have a good one, everybody, and bye-bye. It has been very fun. Hope you all have enjoyed. See you later.